I made $675 from sponsorships alone going into my last exhibition fight. And I'm going to teach you fighters on how you guys can do the same. Now listen, I know $675 isn't a whole lot of money, but the point is, with only 6 days notice, I could have made a whole lot more money. A whole lot more money. What can you do with a 4-week fight notice, a 6-week, 8-week camp that a lot of you fighters have? So I say this to say that with proper preparation, with a proper brand in place, you guys can make a whole lot more money. So the number one thing you need to do is you need to have a brand. Okay, MCKO Boxing, Miguel Cruz, that's my brand. So I have the Instagram, I have the Facebook, I have the TikTok, I have the YouTube. So boom, that puts me in a position now when I have a fight scheduled, I can say to business owners like, hey, I have a fight coming up on this day. I will promote you once a week. I will shout you out every week leading up to fight day, and even after fight day, I will continue to promote your business. And the earlier you get in, the better, because the more promo you get. You know what I'm saying? This is the pitch that I used. And I only had 6 days. If I would have had 6 weeks, you know, I would have had more to offer and I can charge more, right? I was charging each sponsor $100, and there was one sponsor that I only charged $75. And so that's how we got 675, okay? And by the way, shout out all these wonderful sponsors right here. I'm gonna put them in this video too, even though it's been over a month now since the fight. But I'm still gonna put them right here because I'm genuinely appreciative of all of these sponsors. These are the first sponsors that I've ever had. Back in my amateur days, I didn't know anything about building a brand. I didn't know anything about how to obtain sponsorships. I didn't know anything that I know today. But if I did, I would have had sponsors and stuff like that when I was growing up fighting as a teenager. So you teenagers that are watching my stuff, you can do this too. Nothing is stopping you. You already have a Facebook. You already have an Instagram. Now what you need to do is you need to rebrand your Instagram, your Facebook to align with your fight name. So a lot of you teenagers, I'm seeing your name is like Young Lil Bro, right? So Young Lil Bro is not Elmer the Warrior Cruz, right? I'm making up names here, right? So you see how Young Lil Bro and Elmer the Warrior Cruz are two different names. What you need to do is you need to align those names, your username, with your fight name, because that is your brand, homie. So how are people gonna know that your Instagram is Young Lil Bro when your fight name is Elmer the Warrior Cruz, right? So that's the biggest thing that I can say to fighters who are building a brand, is that you need to align your fight name with your brand so you're easy to find. Anytime you fight, you step on a microphone or you speak to a camera and they ask you, where can we find you? If you say, oh, my name is Young Lil Bro, but they remembered a different name and then they go to search you up, or let's just say you don't even speak to a camera, but they just like the way you fight. Like they saw your name on the fight card and they're like, yo, impressive fighter. I want to look him up right now, but they can't find Young Lil Bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing up names, but like you guys, that's what your Instagrams look like, okay? So you're hard to find. Make yourself easy to find, number one, right? Number two, now that you are building an audience and you're building content and you're building a following, now you got something that is valuable, something that business owners will be happy to pay you so that they can get a piece of that action, so that you can promote them, so that you can build a relationship with them. You know, if you treat them right the very first time they sponsor you, you want to get them to sponsor you for the next fight. You don't want to just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, right? You don't want to just do that. You don't want to just take their money and then you don't do what you said you were going to do, which was shout them out and give them exposure and bring them customers, right? That's why they're paying you, because they want you to bring them customers. So if you're not making an effort to do that, then they're not going to sponsor you the next time around. And they're probably not going to sponsor the next fighter that hits them up either, too, because you burn them. So you don't want to burn them. You want to earn their trust, you know, so that they continue to sponsor you. So, step number 1, build a brand that aligns with your fight name. Step number 2, build content, an audience, a following, and then pitch yourself to local business owners. Step number 3 is maintaining those relationships. Relationship is everything. Okay, listen, all of those sponsors that sponsored me, I know them, they know me, okay? Because they know me, they were happy to pull out $100, $75 to sponsor me because they know me. You guys can't expect businesses to sponsor you and they don't know you, okay? So this is the importance. If you actually want to land a sponsorship, you have to know them. And listen, fighters, if somebody has ever sponsored you before and you're not keeping that relationship with them, you kind of just ghosted them, and you kind of just, you know, you're doing your own thing and you forgot about them, don't expect them to sponsor you again. You know what I'm saying? Treat everybody with kindness. Kindness goes a long way. And I know a lot of fighters are not kind, but in business, guys, because now you're a businessman. Now you are a business person, okay? So you have to be kind, and be kind with the motive to just be a good person, okay? Not for the motive to be selfish, right? Some people are only kind because they're trying to get something from them. So don't just be kind to your sponsors because you're trying to get a sponsorship from them. Be kind just because it's good to be kind. It's good to be a good person in this world, right? If you're a good person in this world, good things are going to come to you. Sponsorships are going to come to you. Deals are going to come to you. Opportunities are going to come to you, okay? So don't do good things with the expectation for good to come to you. Just do good because it's good to be good, all right? That's just another life tip, and that's going to help you as a business person. That's going to help you as a fighter. That's going to help you get success in life. All right, so I just want everybody to be successful as a fighter. I want you to turn your passion into your paycheck. I want to see you guys grow as an entrepreneur, as a businessman. I want to see you grow as a fighter, as a person, and as a good human being. That's why I'm putting this video out there. I hope that you guys found value from this. Please like, comment, and subscribe so that we can continue to grow as a brand as well. Thank you for watching MCKO Boxing.